Hello everybody, my name is SK and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about dialogue. When we talk about dialogue, we need to know how to do lip sync. So basically it's about the mouth movement, know how to do the pronunciation. So I did a recording of myself. A, E, I, O, U, M, T. So you should record yourself doing this pronunciation also for practice purpose. Just say out this pronunciation A, E, I, O, U, M and T because these are the most common words that we're going to practice. For me personally, I will convert my reference into image sequence. Once you convert into image sequence, okay, make sure it is in 24 frames per second. So once you render out your image sequence, then you can create your own image. Put in your image reference inside your Maya file. So I will create a plate. Okay, I will reduce the faces to 1. And the width, I will put 192 and 108. This is a HD image resolution. Okay, so then I rotate to 90 degree. Then I will apply a material on it, any material, add in the texture and select your file. Okay, once you selected your file, make sure you use image sequence. Then on the texture, then you have your reference. Okay, scale it smaller, snap it to your guide. Okay, make it more smaller. Okay, once you have your image sequence, you need to import in your audio file. Okay, for audio file, usually I will do in a WAV audio. You need to export in WAV audio. Then just click and drag it into your time slider. Okay, once you drag it into your time slider, you will see this waveform. Once you are done, you need to create another camera so that I can look at this reference in another window. So basically I will create a new. For this is only for reference. Okay, then I will tear out copy so I can put it at the side when I want to refer to this reference. This one I will use my main cam to see my main character. This one we will move to the side a bit. You can see the reference separately. When we do lip sync, we need to take care of 3 main points. First main point is your jaw. For your jaw, you need to take care of the up and down. Okay, look at your bottom of the jaw. See how much distance when you change from pose to pose. When you start off with this height, when you want to go to next pose, you realize that it's going inward. Okay, the height, the distance. Okay, first is the jaw. Just take note of that. Then second is the side lip. At the side of the tip of the lip, okay, make sure you know whether he is going up or down, or go outward or inward. Then lastly is the shape of the mouth. So every key poses, we have different kind of shape. You have to take care of the shape and also the teeth and the tongue. Okay, the teeth, you can see here the upper teeth and the lower teeth and how the tongue behave. Okay, so follow the step. Jaw first, side of the lip, then followed by the lip, teeth, tongue. So let's practice A first. So first thing is the jaw. We open up the jaw. Okay, for first key pose, we have to see whether the teeth distance, the upper teeth and the lower teeth. Okay, make sure the distance is about there. So this is the jaw distance for first key pose. Remember to select all and keyframe. Once you are done with the jaw, so next is the side of the lip. This pose you can push back a bit and it's a bit of smiling, so we have to push back the other side also to make him smile a bit. Okay, once it's done, you cannot see the teeth, the bottom of the teeth. Okay, you can either push the teeth up or bring the lip down. Okay, for my case, I will prefer to see the distance. Okay, I will push the lip down. Okay, you can see the teeth, the upper teeth. You can see more surface area, the white surface, than the lower one. The lower one you only can see just a bit. Okay, so make sure you adjust it accordingly. Now it's too much because we see a lot of the white. We have to push it until we can see just a bit of the white. Okay, lastly is the teeth, the tongue. Lastly is the tongue. It's sticking out. Okay, when you go perspective mode, you can see that it's not sticking out. So we have to push the back of the tongue out. And it's a bit rotate down. So use the end of the tip of the tongue, end of the tip of the tongue to push down a bit. And the rest just rotate up and rotate down. Okay, something like this. So we got our first pose, A. Next, select all. We have to go to E. Select all and key pose. Okay, from A to E, follow the step. Jaw first. Okay, look at the jaw, bottom of the jaw. Okay, it's going up, right? So from this pose to this pose is going up. Follow it. This pose, go up. Okay, you have to judge yourself how much is going up. Okay, you can see the teeth is touching each other. So I think we can go all the way up until it is touching each other. Okay, so next is the side of the lip. Okay, you can see here to here is pushing up and back. Up and back. Do the same thing. It's going up. Okay, now it's going up a lot already. So maybe the previous pose you can push down a bit. Okay, it's going up already. So now we need to push it back. Okay, push it back. Okay, same for the other side. Okay, you can see it's not pushing back now. You need to push back. Okay, once you push back, you have your side of the lip. Next, go to your the lip shape. Okay, you can see it is. You can see the bottom of the teeth more. So push down your lip, and maybe don't make him smile so much, and push up this three part of the lip. Okay, E. Okay, next. Okay, I. Okay, for I we have two key poses because we need to pronounce I and E. I and E. Okay, we do the I first. Okay, 38. Start with the jaw. Okay, from here to here. It's bigger. Okay, then followed by the side of the lip. From here, this pose to this pose is going down and inward. Okay, now it's going down, correct? Okay, but it's not going inward. So we need to push it in. Go down a bit. Next is the teeth. Teeth is still alright. Maybe we can push down the lip a bit. The side of the lip, I think we can push up a bit. Okay, now the tongue is behind the teeth. I believe now it's in front of the teeth. So the tongue, select the back of the tongue to move it back. Okay, maybe rotate down the tongue a bit. We have done I. Next is E. I and E. Let's do 48. Key firm. Jaw. Now it's closing. Okay, now the teeth is not touching each other. Unlike the E is closing, the teeth is closing. But this I, the teeth not touching each other. Okay, so we need to have that small space. Next, we need to take care of the side of the lip. Now we can see it's going up and pushing back. Okay, make sure you push back and push up the lip a bit. Okay, we can see the tongue is not something like this. It's quite black inside. So that means the tongue is hiding behind. Okay, we cannot see the tongue at all. So we have to go put it down and move it back. because of the light cannot pass through my mouth, so it's become black color. But over here in Maya we still can see the tongue, okay, because we still can see the light in Maya. Something like this should be okay. Next we do O. O is need to take care of the jaw first, okay? So O, from this pose to this pose, jaw is moving downward. O. So we have to go down. Okay, ignore the mouth shape first. We only need to look at the jaw movement. O. Okay, so remember when you do your reference, shoot a reference, try not to move your camera too much. Okay, you can see the body. My body is quite still. Okay, try not to move your body too much. Try not to move your head too much. Okay, so you can have the more accurate movement of your jaw. Okay, move it down. O. Okay, this one is more obvious. The side of the lip is pushing all the way to the front. Okay, we need to move the jaw all the way to the front. O. Move it down a bit. Put them between the teeth. Okay, but we need to change the lip. Okay, now the side of the lip is okay. We need to move the lip downward and the bottom one upward. Okay, O, you need to really see the shape. You can see over here. Okay, that is a very sharp. The side of the end of the lip is touching each other. Okay, so this is the shape. But now it look like oval shape. So first thing we need to have the side of the lip touching each other. Okay, you have to be careful of this end of the lip. It still have this circle. Okay, even if you push all the way down, you can see there's small circle here. Okay, so make sure it is closing each other up. Okay, same for the other side. Push it down first. This one push it up and make sure the side of the lip is closed up. Now we try to imitate this shape. It's 2. We can push it up. Okay, overall we need to have the O kind of feel. The tongue, same thing, as long as it's not sticking out, should be okay. Okay, because you cannot see the tongue. Okay, so select all, keyframe. Then next, U. Okay, for U, O and U, there's different. Okay, one obvious difference is the jaw. Okay, first thing, do your jaw first. Jaw is moving up. Okay, so we need to move the jaw up. Okay, realize you close the lip, but ignore the, as usual, ignore the lip first. Only look at your jaw. Okay, make sure your jaw is moving upward. Okay, ignore the lip first. Okay, once you think is okay, maybe up a bit. Once you think is okay, next is the side of the lip. It's moving up and a bit outward. Just a bit. So we select both and we move outward just a bit. Okay, next is take care of the lip shape. So we need to edit your lip now. Try to use the controller. Same thing, the side of the lip have to touch each other. But now compared to this one, the O can be a bit smaller, the space, the hole. U. For O and U, remember your lip. Okay, just now I forgot to do. You need to rotate outward. O, U. U is more. Okay, you need to O, you need to rotate outward just a bit. This one just a bit. because you are pushing the lip up. O, then U will be more. U, U, O and U, O, U. So rotation also plays a part. Make sure you rotate your lip. So once you rotate, you have to adjust the shape again. Now I'm trying to close up the hole. O and U, O, U. Maybe this side we can close out more. Okay, let's do something like this. Next, M, we have to do the R first. You can see the mouth is moving out, then M. So we do the R first. R we can use back, select all. We can use back the A, okay, never mind. Okay, so do the R first. So 110. We need to open up the jaw a lot. Next, we have touched a lot of our controller for the lip. So we want to change the lip back to a default mode, default shape. So make sure you select all the lip and press 0. So it will reset the position. So it's easier for us to do the shape again. Okay, next is this side of the lip also reset. Then we can see even the teeth, we also can reset. Cannot see the upper teeth, but a bit of the lower teeth, just like this. The jaw, compared to just now, the jaw is going outward and going down. We need to move them outward. Okay, a bit high. Okay, once we move high a bit, we cannot see the teeth anymore. So maybe the bottom of the teeth, we can push it up. Okay, same for the tongue. We push the tongue out a bit. Rotate. And then zero out the tongue first. Okay, and the back of the tongue, rotate down. And just make sure it's closer to the teeth. Okay, let's do something like this. Now the M part. The lip is totally closing up, touching each other. But don't do the lid first. We do the jaw first. Okay, it's closing up. So we close up all the way. Then followed by the side of the lip. Okay, it's pushing back. Pushing back. And go down. And then we do the mouth shape. Okay, let's zero out the lid first. Okay, then close it. Okay, make sure when you close it, you see there is some hole inside here. Same thing, because just now I zero out, so we have to push it all the way to close the side of the lip. So M is opposite of U. We need to rotate the lip inward. M. Rotate all the lower lip inward. M. Okay, after rotation you can push up a bit, or the upper lip push in a bit. Okay, maybe the upper lip not too much. Okay, because we can see a bit of the red lip. Okay, we are going through the teeth a lot. So either push the teeth back or the lip push out a bit. And last one is the T. Okay, we do the first T shape. 1, 4, 6. Same thing, start from the jaw. It's going up. So we have to push it up. T. Okay, you realize my body move up also. So by right, it shouldn't move so much upward. Okay, my body is moving, so by right, the jaw should be just moving up by just a bit. Something like this, up a bit. Okay, then the lip also go up and a bit backward. Just a bit only. Okay, but the lip, we can zero out first. Okay, the teeth, we also can zero out first. Okay, now we can play with the teeth, the mouth shape. Okay, we can see a lot of the upper teeth. So we try to push the lip up. And the lip, at the side of the lip, we can go up. You can see this line. Okay, it's connected. It's like a smiling shape. Okay, the more important part for the T is the tongue. Okay, make sure the tongue is touching the teeth. Okay, first we zero out the tongue first. Okay, then we will push the tongue out. Okay, until it's barely sticking out. Okay, in this view, we can see the black color at the back, which we don't want that. So you can either select only the front tongue and scale it out, or you can select all to scale it out, to cheat a bit. Okay, now it looks like it's pressing against the teeth. Okay, so next pose is T. After that, we will have the pronunciation of T. Okay, once you have the T sound come out, your tongue have to move behind. T. T, right? Okay, so select all keyframe. Same thing, your jaw need to move, although it's not so obvious. It did move down a bit. Just a bit. T. T. Okay, maybe not too much, just a bit. Okay, the most important is you move your tongue. Okay, before that we check the side of the lip first. Okay, the side of the lip barely move. Okay, so we need to just touch a bit of downward and touch a bit of backward. Okay, because it's barely move. Okay, then followed by the tongue. Tongue, we need to move it back. Okay, rotate down, and the end of the tongue rotate up. Okay, maybe we can rotate down more. Okay, something like this. T, T, or you can just go totally downward and then scale it back a bit. T, T. Okay, so your goal is to get all these key poses correct. Then you can start to do your in between. Okay, make sure when you go from pose to pose, you can tell that this is A, E, I, O, U, T. This M, M, T, T. Okay, you can go down a bit. Maybe you can close the jaw a bit. T. Okay, to make it more obvious. Although the reference doesn't doesn't say you need to move your jaw or what, but you can use your creative side, okay, to polish your work. Okay, after that it's all about in between and moving hole. Okay, A, like you see A, right? Your jaw, look at the jaw. Okay, you can see now at frame 12, then it start to close. Okay, before 12, look at your animation, it's already closing at 12. Okay, why? It's because you have no keyframe at in between, so you need to do a moving hole until 12. Okay, example, I only do one part for you, the rest you do yourself. Okay, 3 to 12, you can copy and paste. Okay, A is just closing a bit. Okay, the tongue also move back a bit. Okay, I'm doing the in between now. Okay, the side of the lid move up and back a bit. Okay, then after that you go in. Okay, look at the jaw first. You can see now the jaw stop moving about 17. Okay, the 17 onward you can see it stop moving already, but in our animation you can see 17 is still moving to 20. So you have to select all, make sure you move this to 17. Okay, next is this moving hole. Check the moving hole. 17 is not moving down, the jaw is not moving down. Okay, they only move down at about 30, right? So this we have to do a copy and paste to 30 and do the moving hole. Okay, moving hole is something that we want to hold the position, but at the same time we don't want it to look so static. Just move the jaw down a bit, then we move the lid. We move the lid in a bit. Okay, I think the jaw we can go down more. Okay, the tongue is already inside. Okay, same thing. So we do the rest for the in between. Okay, follow all the steps, even the in between, follow the jaw movement, follow the side of the lip, and then see the teeth and the tongue. Okay, if you do this right, you will get something like this.
A, E, I, O, U, M, T.
So that's it for today. Hope you learned something.
If you like my video, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel as I'll be posting new video every week. Hope to see you guys next time and happy animating.